Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be another color layering stamp set, and this one features a cute little koala. I'm also going to show you a technique for partial die cutting. It's a really easy to do technique and I'm really excited to show it to you. This card is going to be a birthday card for my nephew Brandon. The card design looks a lot more complicated than it really is, but I really hope that you will try to do a partial die cut card yourself. Let me move this out of the way and show you the materials that I needed to make this card. I will be using the Darice Bamboo embossing folder, the Color Layering Koala by Hero Arts, and it comes with matching dies. If you have the set but not the dies, you could fussy cut this out with some scissors. I'm also using the Stampin Up Just Saying stamp set, and this had coordinating framelits, which are the word bubbles framelits. I'm also going to be needing 1/2 inch glitter tape, some baker's twine. This is rust and white, orange and white, and some rhinestones. I also have a stamp for the inside, and I'm using the Stampin Up Something to Celebrate stamp set, which I put away, which has a lot of different sayings for different occasions. So let me clear this away and show you the techniques to make this card. The first step is going to be making the stamping of the koala. So I need the watercolor paper for this. So I'm bringing in my Misty tool because this makes it so much easier to do. You don't have to have a Misty tool to do this color layering, but it really helps a lot. So, and ordinarily when you're doing the color layering, you would start with the thickest stamp in the set. In this case, this would be this one. I guess you could see it. And then go to the medium and then to the one that is the least detailed. But after going through a couple of times, I found for this particular stamp set, it was easier if I started out with the thin first, because it was really tricky to line this particular stamp set up when I did it the other way. So first I'm going to put down the outline for the bear and transfer it to my door. Make sure that didn't move. And that's going to be stamped with the Versafine. Okay. Clean this up real quick. And it doesn't look like much of a bear, but it comes together. And the next is the medium one. So just line this up and look right through the bear. Okay. And transfer this to the door. And this I'm going to stamp with the, you have to make sure this doesn't move, the shadow ink, the soft granite. The shadow inks go on a little bit splotchy, but as they dry, the picture smooths out quite a bit. So when you first stamp with the shadow ink, you may be a little bit disappointed, but just wait. It'll be all right after it dries. Okay. And now the most solid image. Okay, this was really tricky when I did it the opposite way, so definitely do it from least to most solid. All the other color layerings don't function this way, but this one, it really did. And this is going to be desert sand. My desert sand is a little bit juicy, so sometimes I don't get a really good impression. It looks a little splotchy, so let's hope for the best on this one. I had to stamp like 6 bears before I got one that looked right. Did a good job. Go me. Go me. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to do the next step. There's more die cutting, but I'm going to come back to that in the sped up section, because once I've showed you how to do it once, that was pretty much enough. Next, I'm going to do the partial die cutting. So I have my die cut, and I'm going to put it in place, and I'm holding it temporarily with a piece of low-tack tape so that it doesn't move while I move it around. Okay. Now we're bringing in my Big Shot machine, and I have my one cutting plate and all tabs down, and I'm going to put the die cut there and get my top plate, and I only want to put the plate where I want the actual cutting to take place. So in this situation, I only want to cut from the over the paws to his head. So I'm going to put the second plate only on this part, and everywhere the plate is, it will apply pressure and cut, and this part will not cut, but you just have to be sure that it doesn't move as you run it through. There we go. Okay. That away. Tape. Now if you see, it's only cut at the top, not at the bottom. Okay, now let's move this away for the next step. Okay, now I'm bringing in my paper trimmer, and I'm going to cut from the end of the cut on both sides of the paper. So you just put it in, and I see the cut is here. So I'll bring my blade in and line it up as close as I can with the cut and pull it forward. Okay, I may have to do a little bit of cutting to get that at the end, but that's close enough. And now the same thing on the other side. Oops, I cut his little body, but it's okay. This is just to show you how to do it. Okay. Now you take some scissors and cut the top free all completely. Okay. Give that a little. Alrighty, see, there he is. He's free. Just need to get that last little bit. Okay, there you go. Very easy. And this, we're still going to use that. So I'm bringing in, sorry for the noise, bringing my MISTI back. And I need to take this out because this stamp is a rubber stamp and it's thick. And I'm going to use this scrap and get this out. Very simple here, so just straight cutting. And I'm probably going to need to stamp this twice because it's such a solid stamp, and I want to be sure that I get a good impression. And that's why I'm using the MISTI for this one. Actually, that was good from the first time. Okay. Now that was actually the hardest part. So now I'm going to just go through and do the rest of the card. Okay, that's the finished card. I know that you noticed that I had a little bit of a problem on the inside when I dropped the stamp pad on my work. Oh, I'm sure you heard me screaming all the way over there. But that's why paper has two sides. Just flip it over and keep on rolling. Also, I lost my little leaf. It got stuck on the underside of my large foam tape, and I was looking everywhere for that. And just before I was getting ready to make another one, I thought, wait, the foam tape. One of those little things. Oh, okay. But anyway, I hope that you will try a similar card yourself. You can do partial die cutting with any framelits or die cuts that you had. You just have to remember that where the second plate will press is where it's going to cut. So you can do many different techniques with that. It's the same steps that you would follow. I'd like to thank you for watching this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have, thank you so much. I appreciate all the comments and feedback that I'm getting from everyone, and this is a lot of fun, and I hope you're enjoying it. I'd like to thank my brother David for the music that he provides for my channel. I hope you're enjoying that as well. And in case you thought I forgot, I didn't. It's Friday, and that means Freebie Friday. And I think you're going to like what I have as my Freebie Friday today. I have these 3 cards, which I've made through videos this week. I made an extra one so you could have one of these as your Freebie Friday. You could also have, to get me ready and you ready for the Christmas cards that are coming next week, I have 6x6 Christmas papers. I'm going to go through and show you real quick what they are. Okay, there we go. That's the papers. So your Freebie Friday, you can get this stack of papers or one of these cards. Just leave me a comment down below. Be sure that you say Freebie Friday so that I know that you are trying to get one of these items. So be sure to leave a comment down below on this video and mention Freebie Friday so that I know that you want to be considered. To win, all you have to do is do that. It's very simple. There's no cost or anything. I will just let you know that you're a winner, and you'll send me an email, and with that in the email, your address, and I will get this off to you as soon as possible. So thanks for watching the video, and thanks for all the support, and especially thanks for being with me on Friday. So remember, this stack of papers, one of these cards. And there are still a few items from earlier Freebie Fridays that I have still available. Leave me a comment, and if you're interested in one of the older items, just let me know. But be sure to mention which one that you were interested in. Thank you. Have a great day, everyone. Take care.